Right, so woody fragrances are based around woods, and they have a certain aroma, which is certain fragrance which is soft, just smooth uh, in texture. So examples of those can be, uh, first of all, Oud Rouge Intense by Fragrance Du Bois. This fragrance right here is a heavy cedarwood and pink pepper combination. This is not a typical woody fragrance, and this is not a typical oud fragrance at all, even though this is very woody in texture. Another one is a citrus woody fragrance, which is called Cedra Bois by Mancera. Gem of a Performer has some Aventus kind of a DNA, but this is something that is a very versatile fragrance and is a must-have in a collection. Another one that can be a woody vetiver fragrance is Encre Noir. This is a dark vetiver. I don't dare to wear this in the summer. This is one giant cube of a bottle, very heavy and very nice fragrance. But that does not mean that you cannot wear a woody fragrance in summer. Bulgari Man Wood Essence, I find it very soft, a very soft, sweet kind of a fragrance, easy to wear, easy to carry, very nice. Bulgari Man Wood Essence. Okay, so moving on to leather fragrances. I will tell you something about leather fragrances. So leather fragrances can be very pungent. They may not be accepted by one and all, but there is one leather fragrance that I really like is Oriental Leather by Niche again. Yes, you see a lot of their products in my collection just because I love the product quality. The price point is also very good, and I almost own entire collection of their products just for Roses Vanilla. That's the one that I don't have, and I'll be adding that as well because another very good scent. So this is a combination of leather and sandalwood. Very gentle, very mature, very nice scent. Even though my wife does not like the leather note much, but there is one fragrance that she really likes, and that is Vintage by Jean Barbatos. This is a very polarizing fragrance. The first time I wore this fragrance, I got a bit nauseous because I oversprayed this one, and this is one that should never be oversprayed. This is a rhubarb, leather, very good sweet combination, but a heavy sweet combination, an earthy sweet one, not a candy sweet or a pleasant sweet combination. This is another leather fragrance. Two very famous leather fragrances are there, which are Tom Ford's Tuscan Leather and Tom Ford Ombre Leather. Ombre Leather I like more than the Tuscan Leather. It is more smoky and has a more leather jacket vibe to it. So those are leather fragrances. The next one we are going to touch is oud fragrances, and after that I'm going to tell you a bit about clones and others as well. So oud is a resin that is obtained from the agar wood, and when talking about oud fragrances, there is no way you cannot mention the house fragrance Du Bois. Their fragrance Sahara Oud is a remarkably beautiful oud fragrance. It is sweet. It is not that earthy, skanky kind of an oud, but this is a very well blended, high quality scent. Of course, this is a high end luxury brand. Another oud fragrance which is very wearable is Versace's Oud Noir. This is quite easy to wear. This is not that heavy oud again. Yes, very easy to wear, very nice oud, entry level. Again, just like CK Shock is an entry level tobacco fragrance, this is a Versace oud is a very good oud fragrance. And another oud fragrance coming from the house of Niche again is Oud de Venice, and this happens to be my favorite pocket perfume from their house. I would really want if they can come up with a 100 ml bottle of this one, because this is gorgeous. This is a hidden gem. If you're looking to buy anything from them, I think the first thing that you should buy, and that too since the winter is almost here, winter is coming in another couple months, not almost here. This is something that you can really give a shot to. So yes, another one is a very good oud fragrance. It is number 131 by Wisdom Fine Fragrances. Another Indian perfume house by Sheetal Desai. This is a very good oud fragrance. I recently posted a review of it as well on my Instagram. I'll leave a link to my Instagram in the description as well. So how can I not mention Mridul Chopra once again? Cosmic Dust is an absolute masterpiece, and this is a must-have. A detailed review of this will be coming soon as well. Oh yes, very well done. Earthy, unapologetic, in-your-face oud, but still very wearable. Next one is a clone of Armaf Rosenia's Indonesian oud, and this is called Barong of Bali. This is by perfumologist, Project Perfumery India, Mohit Khatri. He's quite well known in the community. A sweet, powdery, beast mode performing, very nicely presented bottle. This is a must try. I was lucky to get this one. He sent me a parcel. He sold me a parcel, I should say, because this was out of stock and I was after him that I wanted this perfume, and finally he gave me an offer for this and I just pounced on it. Next one is a very typical winter fragrance. It cannot be worn in the summer at all. It will be just redundant to wear this in the summer because this is something you want to enjoy in the winter. We do not have a fireplace culture in the plains of North India, but this is a fragrance which reminds me of sitting next to a fireplace, burning woods. There is caramel, there is vanilla, there is oud, and the 100 ml bottle costs only 1,000 rupees. A proper bang for the buck is Lattafa Ragba Wood Intense. I got this from the Fragrance Heaven, that's a page on Instagram. My Lattafa and Armafs come from him. But this is a fragrance. Oh, this is so good. This is unbelievable for the price point. I mean, if you are looking to buy a very cheap oud fragrance, not typically oud, but very smoky. Not everybody will be able to pull this one off because it can be very pungent, but very strong. Just 1 or 2 sprays of this. 2 sprays of this one is more than enough. I mean, I won't go 3 on this. But a special mention to Lattafa for creating this absolute beauty of a perfume. I mean, Ragba was good. This is way too good. This is amazing. Right. So now we're gonna give you some special mentions. There are certain tips that I'm gonna give you about fragrances. So let's get into them. And so first and foremost, I'm gonna tell you a little about clones. So what are clones? Clones are inspired versions of an expensive, very good perfume. For example, the most cloned fragrance of all time is Aventus. Everybody knows this bottle by now. So Aventus is the most cloned fragrance. Its clone called Club de Nuit Intense Man is the most famous clone of this one. I think Armaf is doing a great job with that one, but I don't like it. Yes, if I am to buy a clone, I did buy a clone of it. I have a number of clones of it, but my most favorite clone is Bucephalus 11 by Armaf itself. The presentation here is very nice. The neck comes off. Now this fragrance, the sprayer is absolutely pathetic, but the fragrance is like the older batches of Aventus. So I got to experience Aventus in 2012 and I remember that fragrance, and this is a 2017 bottle and this does not smell like that one. I don't mind because Aventus is still a very good fragrance. It's a bit more fruity, but this one here is a tad bit more smoky than the Aventus which is available now. So if you're looking for an Aventus clone, I would suggest go for this one rather than Club de Nuit Intense Man. Intense Man is very harsh. It is very bad. I don't like it at all. So one clone that I mentioned is Barong of Bali already. Another clone that I want to mention is Red Smog. This is a clone of Mansara's Red Tobacco. So I used to have a decant of Red Tobacco. I ran out of it. So I thought I would give this one a try. I mean, what's the harm? because they costed almost the same, and that was 5 ml and this is 30 ml. I have this bottle for over a year now, and this is how it has been used. That's it. I have not used this bottle much because the performance of this one is very good. Just a couple of sprays take you through the day. Next thing I want to tell you about a clone is a new concept started by Mohit Khatri, is ministry clones. So these are clones available for like 500 rupees for 100 ml, and those are not bad as well. Another one is a house called Scents Masters. So they also make clones. So this is the original bottle of Versace's Bright Crystal. I love this scent. This is the second bottle that I have of it, and this is the clone that I got as a pocket perfume. Now the thing is, you cannot expect the clones to be as good as the original. You're paying fraction of the price, and you cannot expect the ingredients and the quality to be right up there. Yes, they can be a bit more harsh. Yes, they can be close enough or on similar lines, but they cannot be compared to each other. So if you're getting a clone, just take it with a grain of salt and don't expect it to do wonders, right? You're getting a clone. You're not getting the original thing. So there is going to be a difference. Okay, another thing that I want to mention is, yes, I touched the categories as woody, as floral, as leather, but these are not typical of those only. For example, the legendary fragrance Dior Homme Intense. Now this is a woody floral. So this is iris combined with oh, I don't care what is combined with. This is heavenly good. This is so good. If you are able to get the older bottle, please get it. I don't know if it's discontinued or not, but get it as old as you can. Try to authenticate your source as well. Next thing I want to tell you is about getting decants. Getting decants is very important. This is a decant of Mansara's Instant Crush. I got this from Perfumologist Project Perfumery only, a 20 ml decant. So I did not want to pay full price, so I decided to get a decant only. It's a good way to try perfumes which are not available as samples, and if something is not available as samples or as a decant, a clone is not a bad way to try it as well. Right, next is a very nice, I don't know if it is a clone or not, but I want to mention this particular fragrance. I want to get a full bottle of it because I have a sentimental attachment. I was wearing this fragrance the day my son was born. Oud Rose Extreme by Inspired Aroma. I still have about this much left, and I am not going to use it till I get the 50 ml bottle of it. Bomb performer, absolute bomb. 2 sprays is more than enough, and that too from a little sample, not from a full bottle. So that's that. I have a few fragrances here I want to tell you about, which are completely out of category. First one is Song in Jade. So this is a category called barbershop fragrance. These are fresh, green, citrus fragrances. Oh, this is so typically barbershop. So you cannot have a fragrance which is typically suited to its application. A fragrance typicality belongs to its category and not to its application. So the next time someone pops up on the screen, does some shenanigans and says that this is a party fragrance, don't just follow anything. This is an excellent versatile fragrance. This is vanilla, this is tonka bean, this has mint. Oh, this is so good. And I suggest that you buy a fragrance and you decide where you are going to wear it. I hate the concept of categorizing a fragrance suitable only for office, only for party. No, if I am going to a party, I'll be wearing Dior Homme Intense. I will not be wearing this. If I'm going to office, I would love to wear this because this is very pleasant. And if it is a loud performer or anything, just reduce the number of sprays. For example, this fragrance right here, it is one fragrance that is not very liked by the layman because this is animalic, this is patchouli, this is in your face musk, and there was no effort to tone down the composition. So you can go just 1 or 2 sprays. Don't go, who's asking you to go 8 sprays on every fragrance, right? So that is the point that I want to make. Special mention of 3 fragrances. First one is YSLY. I love this fragrance. Second one is Country Road by Singh. I put them in a modern kind of a category. These are like the contemporary versions of perfumes. Like Acqua di Parma Colonia. This is a legend fragrance. It was composed in way back in 1916. Still available. Very nice scent. But I would suggest that you go for a more modern take on them. Like, I love this fragrance, Acqua di Parma Colonia, but if I am to buy a fragrance, I would now go for Acqua di Parma Colonia Intensa. These carded vials are available. I got this from Project Perfumery again. So Acqua di Parma Colonia Intensa is a much better take now on Colonia. If I had smelled Colonia Intensa before that, I would have bought that one. Right. And there is another thing, is getting a custom perfume. I got a custom perfume done by Scents Masters. It is called Rose Sand Desert, and this is a beauty. Why this is a beauty? This is a combination of Aventus and Baccarat Rouge 540. So you can get this blended as well. So this is one thing I really like, is from clone houses, that you can get yourself a custom perfume as well. So if there is a brand that you want to experience, I suggest you get a sample set like this. This is the Nomad set of Gallivant Stories. It consists of 6 2ml vials, and you get to experience the brand before actually committing to a full bottle. If this is not available, then it is better to go for a decant than straight away committing to a full bottle. So before I end this video, I want to tell you, give a shout out actually to Indian fragrance houses which are doing a commendable job, and I highly recommend that you try them. I will leave the brand names, or if we can find the links, I will leave them in the description. So I want to give a shout out to Wisdom Fine Fragrances by Sheetal Desai, top notch quality. Isak Fragrances, very nice creativity. Mridul Chopra, wide range, very knowledgeable, excellent perfumes. Inspired Aroma, you can go to them for clones, or Oud Rose Extreme, do not miss that one. Scents Masters, they do clones, they have the original line as well, so you can try them. They have Junaid Al Latour, I will leave his link in the description. He is from Gujarat, I get my attars from him. Perfume Shop India, again very good for attars and oils. Perfumologist Mohit Khatri, another one doing a great job. And now 2 special shout outs. First one to Splash Fragrances, I get my decants from him, I can trust him, thank you so much. But if I want to buy a high-end luxury niche perfume, there is only one place that I blindly trust, and that is Sentido India. Shout out to Mr. Shishir Mehta, who is doing a commendable job and making massive efforts to bring great perfume houses to India. So that is where I go to do my perfume shopping. I think I've covered a lot of here, and it's been a long video. Thank you for bearing with me, and I hope to see you soon with more content. Till that time, heartfelt thank you for continually supporting me. I love the messages that I get, I love the comments that I get, and I'm highly respectful of all of you who take your time and spend time on my channel. Thank you so much.